We're getting started on YouTube first. Alright, I'm gonna start in Discord in a second. If you're in Discord, give me just a second while I post in a different Discord really quickly. And then I'm gonna post in this little section really quickly before I'm gonna click back because I forgot to do that. I'm a little behind today. Just another day. Okay. Not clicking on Discord. Alright, clicking the stage stuff. Oh my gosh. Hello. Okay, tell everyone. Thor overview and 5. Showcase. Okay, starting the stage on the Discord. Ba 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 da 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 da. Actually, I just remembered I have the music chatting. Oh my gosh, I don't even have. You know what? That's fine. I just remembered I have the what do you call it? Oh my gosh. What is hello, good evening, good morning, everybody. How are you? How is everybody today? Today, tomorrow, this week, this month? I feel like the month's already over. It's like I blinked and it's like the end of February already. What happened? What happened? I'm honestly not even ready for February to be over. I feel like February just started. I hope everyone is doing amazing so far this month, this year, etc., etc. I thought today I would maybe overview Thor a little bit. I thought that might be a good idea because he's releasing this week on Global and EU. And while I did have a little bit of a meme video, I know I never did an actual overview video, and I know a few people asked. I thought, you know, let's have like a little stream. Let's have a little get together, actually look at his kit for a little while, and all that good stuff. Hey, good morning, Devil, over on YouTube. What's up, Alexander? How are you? How are you? And what's up, everybody, also on the Discord side? If I'm doing showcase stuff and you have any questions, I'll do my best to get to you ASAP. As I try to tab between information and the client. Since I am using the CBT client, it takes me a little extra brain power sometimes. The turntable cards? What do you mean by the turntable card? Do you mean the card gacha? Or what do you which turntable? There's no turntable on CBT right now. Or would you mean, is there a wheel up right now? No. There's no turntable. There's no turntable up right now on CBT. What's up over on YouTube side and Discord? No, there is none. There is none on CBT. The events on CBT, they're on like their own schedule, and I'm not aware of like event notes for CBT, so I kind of have to catch them. Like I usually check CBT a couple of times a week. And all that kind of stuff. If you ever, I do, so for members, actually, if you've seen on my channel, I had a video at the start of the month that I showcased the wheel, the what do you call it? Oh my god. The Lunar New Year wheel, from the CBT wheel before it was released overseas. I kind of gave a preview of what I do for like my members. So if that's like something you're interested in, like you want sneak peeks of boxes, the wheels, things of that nature, I always have members videos like that. So that's always an option where I just kind of like record a video, upload it of like the RNG, my opinion, all that kind of stuff. You know, usually it's boxes and wheels right before they release. Sometimes it's only like a week in advance, sometimes only a few days. The CBT schedule is kind of like its own thing, so I know for so for like the Thor events, for what we're expecting for the Thor events, a couple of people were asking me, because actually that information is actually in a very old members video. We already have the Taiwan server, or no, the Korean server notes actually for the Thor release, and it seems to coincide with what was on the release on CBT, which included like the Incantation Samurai and the Walter card. It was the Incantation Samurai that was like the discount card for 12 rainbow pouring coins, and it was the Walter card that is like the big ticket 15 rainbow pouring coin like item. The mini cards, I'd have to double check a screenshot real quick if you're curious about what was on the rest of the wheel. Otherwise, like the wheel itself, because there's a couple of like let's say BCC events that came with Thor. What's up, Alex, over here on the Discord side? What's up, Leeson? How are you? Greetings. Yeah, there's lots of goodies, Devil. Yeah, because there was a little bit of confusion with Thor's events, but things such as like his card is not limited whatsoever. So like even on CBT, like his craft is like right here. So that's not limited whatsoever, to confirm that. I think there was some confusion as far double double trouble for Alex over there. That means does that mean you get in trouble twice with me if you're in trouble? That's a good question. So there was some confusion. So it seems like there might be like maybe like a discount with the crafting ? But I don't think there was a discount on CBT based on some original footage. So I'm not sure what the actual plan is for that on release. I don't know. But the card itself is not limited, to confirm that part. I know some other what do you I know some other some other voices in the community also confirmed that, such as like you know, in the other Discord servers. So that shouldn't be a problem. The other events that come with Thor, for example, there is the double mount. I was looking, I'm like, wait, that's the gunslinger mount. So there is the double. Oh my god, I always forget to do this. I always forget to like actually use the mount before I use this gun. I'm gonna post feedback about that. Okay. So there is like the double mount. Is this the double mount? It should be. I thought it was. No, this is definitely the double mount. What happened to the NPCs? Did they remove them? Maybe if I put it on the bar, or maybe it's only when you actually use it. Anyway, so there's two mounts that come with Thor. One is the double mount, which is actually like nicer looking, I would say. This comes from a box. This is an RNG box for one of the events. The single person mount. Wait, I'm gonna do this again. Make sure to mount. Make sure to mount, Nesi. I swear, you're gonna do it again. It's only been like 30 seconds. The single person mount came from a wheel, which is what I was just referring to, that had the Walter, the Incantation Samurai card. This is the single person mount. You can see it's like baby mount. It doesn't have like the super cushy large seating area in comparison. Let me see. I'm guessing the NPC shows up if I manually sit on it, I guess. I was hoping this showed up with the skin, but maybe not. Maybe I actually have to use it. So let me put it on the bar real quick, because I think that was like the funnest part. Yeah, okay. So yeah, when you have the 2-player mount, you get a randomized NPC. You can kick them off though. You could be like, bye. I'm not a noob. I don't need your guidance from Southgate. And there's also a special animation actually with this mount when you use it, if you notice. What's up, Magalita? You're not thinking of Saren, are you? So this is what I was memeing in my video, but what's up, Ray? What's up, Kemi? How are you? I saw you were doing airship this morning. I was going to bed, so I was being shy, but I saw you guys were doing airship this morning. I hope your airship runs your airship academy, right? I was being a baby, but I hope you guys had fun. But when you dismount, it has this really cool animation. So the mounts themselves, like I think this one is pretty cool. I will say it's from a box though, so you know, pick your poison. Pick your poison. Magalita likes me, that's all I'm saying, right? That's all I'm saying. There's Devine. You get like a randomized NPC. The guys also do show up. I think it's more rare. Oh, there it is. There's Hayward. What's up, boy? Please guide Holgrahen better. I beg of you. I beg of you, please. Please. I'm gonna, you know what we're gonna do? Hold up. I know what to do. Hold up. We're gonna drop him off so that way he can guide Holgrahen better. Okay, here we go. Vroom. Hold up. I know where to drop him off. Hey, look. Looks familiar. Here, please. Okay. So you too can be an Uber driver for your favorite NPC in Ragnarok. Eternal love. So on YouTube is Thor, a naughty guy who likes to carry. I mean, he doesn't judge. He'll Uber any of the NPCs. He's a stand-up guy. If it's Holgram, I'm kicking. Poor Holgram. Oh no. That little bi sticker is so cute. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so these are the belts. I think man, Megalita does. I'm just saying, she doesn't leave me alone. I'm just saying. But yeah, I think this mount is actually pretty cool. I think personally this has like a neater design. The animation's pretty cool for the dismounting, a little flashier, if you like that sort of thing. As far as that goes, that's from the box, and the single player mount is from the wheel. And then the other events is if you get to if you remember like the event for, I think it was only Elf had it so far, right? Like you get the 7 out of 7 runes and you get like special bonuses. So for Elf you got like those special wings. I can't preview it because Thor's event was like 3 months ago. But the 7 out of 7 bonus for him, if they don't change it, you got one of those random enchantment boxes. I don't know if I have one like an inventory to preview. I don't think so. But it was kind of one of those with the random... are they in the feast gacha? I actually don't recall. Is it this one? No, it's not. I'm never gonna remember these icons, I swear. I'm never gonna remember these icons. Not that one. I think one of these. If I recall correctly. I'm checking Yandex really quick. I think it was something like this. It was a box similar to this. He's walking funny. He's just ready to go. He's like, yo, let's go and take down like the content. He's just like, he just has like a kind of like a running animation. So I mean that's just his animation. That's his default animation. If I remember correctly, it was something like this or similar to this, where it was but I think it was like a better one, that it was like a 3 to 4, if I remember. I don't know, I could be wrong. But they just had one for Fenrir, right? They still have that? It's so difficult. Where is it? This one? Oh, here we go. Okay, so it was something like this. Okay, yeah, so it was something like this for the Thor 7/7. But just imagine this is Thor's picture. So we're gonna get like a something like this with the bonuses and with these items as bonuses, where you can get like a weapon, runes, coins. So you know, within a month's time, you know, but it's not like you have to get it within a month, but if you do within a month, you just get some bonuses. It's kind of just a nice incentive. Like, if you're gonna get Thor anyway, well, have some extra goodies. Otherwise, he's just ready to take down whatever stands in his way, because he's a god. He's Thor. Like, what the heck? What do you think is gonna happen? What do you think is gonna happen? What's in the box? Enchantments. Enchantments. What's up, Sayed? I mean, you know, it depends what you want to do. You know. Oh my god, look at this guy. Have you ever heard of stream sniping? That's what this guy's doing right now. Look at this guy. Stream sniping. Mr. Alex. Over here. But yeah, I thought we would take I don't know what stream sniping. I'm just teasing you. I'm a sniper though. Yeah, you are. Yeah, the latest update just had kind of like some bug fixes, so not too much happened on CBT this week to really talk about, but they did fix some stuff on Fenrir. I don't want to focus too much on Fenrir today, but if you have any specific questions about Fenrir, and maybe I know, I'll answer. As far as that goes. Oh yeah, see. So that's like what the two-suiter looks like. What jam? What jam? Fancy hammer. Fancy hammer. Oh, is that you on YouTube? Okay, got it. Bonky hammer, yes. Yes. Or as I say, the cooler hologram. I mean, I know it's kind of memeing, but it just reminded me of like an almost similar kit. But he is his unique hero. I was kind of teasing when I did that. Let's take a look at his skills and some other stuff. Holgraham after you went to electrician school. Holgraham with elements. We could think of it like that. Let's think of it that way. So also, I did also want to grab the link. Give me 1 second while I grab it. I did also notice that on the official YouTube channel too, they did also post a gameplay guide this morning. So I'm gonna share official channel video. So I'm gonna share it on the Discord and also on the YouTube side. So this is like a quick overview. So this seems to have also, I think, the translated names. So we have an idea of what the translated names are going to be when it's released now. You only have BCC on another one. Sometimes it be that way. Sometimes it be that way. Okay, I'm gonna share this here too. Official channel video that I mentioned. I'm also sharing on YouTube as well. So if you want to check that out later, that's also an option. It's kind of like a quick video also. That's just kind of like really quick and all that kind of stuff. If you want to check that out also after the stream, since I'm a little more verbose, all things considered. So that's also a little bit of like a quick thing. Oh my god, it's been like 50 years. I still don't know where the skills menu is. I'm sorry. Oh, I never fit that. Where am I? Oh, I know. You know what? That's funny. I never finished building him, did I? That's hysterical. Maybe I'll have to do that then. Oh, that's why I never did a video. Man, it's all coming back to me now. It's been like literally 3 months I've been on this character. You know what? Maybe we should do like a 0 rune versus like max rune. That's actually pretty funny. That's fine. We can still talk about his skills and discuss it anyway. It has to do with the casting time and all that anyway. Oh my god. Well, you know, we'll talk about his skills first, and then maybe we'll do a little rune rolling. Because sometimes that can take, like, you know, it's so funny, because runes can take literally 5 minutes, or they could take, like, an hour. I remember, what was it? Like, the original, what was it? One of my original Nidhogg videos, or Nidhogg streams. Like, I remember I was so stubborn, and then I'm like, oh my god, guys, I need to just go. This stream is taking 50 years. I still remember, I was like traumatized. I was so traumatized. But, oh yeah, another thing to keep in mind about Thor is that we do expect him to be, if I remember correctly, 98 BCC. The patch notes are up for all regions for the update this month for February, which is cross-posted in the community server, the official server. So if you do want to check out, you know, your maintenance times and your patch notes, you know, I would say definitely check it out for any information, also for bug fixes, etc., etc. There was also some clarifications also for Thor in 6s. As well. So he's going to be available. So Global has our week 4 week this Saturday, but our cup tournament for 6s is next weekend. He will be banned for the cup tournament, actually, but not for the week 4 play this weekend. So that's something to keep in mind. It does look like he's going to be available for the EU and C6's seasonal play in the upcoming what do you say, like weekly play, and also the cup tournament, from what I understand from the Q&A that was put out this morning as well. Everyone's giving each other good luck over on the Discord side. All right, so what I am going to do also is once I find the source in OBS. Okay, so I'm going to bring up also the spreadsheet. Full credit to Cremeasy and Bacon also for help with translating the skills from the CBT. I'm going to be using these as reference because it's a little easier for me to reference on the fly instead of using the like Yandex or Google, you know, taking pictures with Google and all that kind of stuff. So, full credit to them because they made it. And the spreadsheet is available over on the community server. So, let's pull this up. So, Thunder God arrives, which seems to be the translated name that I saw in the gameplay video was Thor's arrival, so it does seem to coincide with that. When Thor is using channeling skills, Mjolnir will randomly deal attack, wind, physical damage to enemies within 8-meter range, and Mjolnir has a bonus of plus 100% hit. So basically, Mjolnir's like, you're using your skills, well, I want to hit them too. So, I want to get on the action because I'm Mjolnir. Level 4 says when Thor is using channeling skills, you can use other non-channeling skills of his own class. So that means you can activate a channeling skill and then use other non-channeling skills at the same time. So you can kind of overlap skills at the same time to really be like outputting damage and doing other shenanigans, because he does have several channeling skills in his kit. At level 7, the Thor channeling skills can't be interrupted, and the Mjolnir attack interval is reduced by 0.2 seconds. So basically the thing is that when you are channeling or casting a skill, this means, you know, you could be interrupted usually like by mobs. Sometimes if they hit you too often or you get bumped, etc., you know, you stop your cast. You know, this says you're not going to be interrupted. This is similar to kind of like the ROPC Fen card, which that says like, I forget what we have. I forgot we have on mobile. I was like, wait a second, is it the same here? I don't even remember. I'm like, we have a card, don't we? But it does like the same kind of function where it says, you know, if you're, as long as you're casting, you don't get interrupted. I think there's some, I forgot who else does that. Syed asked, do you know how to speak and read in Chinese? No. I have been on the Chinese server for, I would say 2 years now. I know how to distinguish very few things still. I am not good at distinguishing things whatsoever. What's going on? Whatsoever. I have learned to distinguish certain enchants, and I think that's about it. It's so funny because other players on CBT, I am like in awe because they'll look at something and they're like, oh yeah, it's that enchant. And I'm like, how do you even know that? Unless there's like certain things obvious to me, I have no idea what's going on. A lot of what I do on CBT is 100% muscle memory. Honestly. I have no idea what's going on otherwise. I completely depend on translations from the community. I do have a guildie, that if I need help with, I can always DM him. And that's about it. Honestly. Yeah, Kimmy says, I look at the same letter and then I try to copy paste. Yeah, usually, I do it by sight. I do everything by sight. I'm a very visual learner, so like, what I'll do is I'll especially when I'm doing runes, it drives me a little crazy because I'll have to take like a copy paste of like the page, and then I'm like, do I have this one? And then I have to see like the differences because otherwise I have no idea what's going on, honestly. It's like, oh yeah, it's that one. It's that one, and it begins with this. That's about as far as I can. I'm a little hopeless. Anyway, so a little hopeless otherwise. All right, so let's move on to the next skill. Thunder power. That is, I'm trying to find the symbol. That's this one. So let's talk about it, and then I'll also show them a little bit as I go through these windows and I try to find them on my own computer. Thunder power, channeling skills. Thor gathers the sky thunder energy. Every 1 second will increase self-wind element attack by 10%. Wind element coefficient limit will increase by 0.1%. Channeling at most 5 seconds, and it's stackable 5 times. Enhanced effect will last 60 seconds. Unable to be dispelled. During channeling, you can move. Pressing the skill again will stop the channeling. Okay, so. Let's turn this off for 1 second. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So that's this one. So this is, and for example, a channeling skill, and you can see, you know, the level 1 Thor's arrival procking of the Mjolnir right there. You could see here the stacking up to 5 in the corner in the buffs as well. And that, you know, it has the countdown from the 60 seconds already. So even if you redo it, it's only going to refresh itself to the 5. Look at it go. I don't even know where it went. Went all the way over there. Mjolnir is like its own it's just like its own thing. You don't have to control it. It just runs and hits things on its own. Because you could tell I'm only doing 1 skill, and that's just how it works. It just fires itself. It's like magic, but physical attack. So that's how that, and that's an example of, for instance, like a channeling skill. You do the channel, and then at level 4 you do the overlap. You do the overlapping skills of, you start the channel, you do other attacks, and you just keep rolling with the damage. As Meowner, it's a cat that does its own thing. Alex, that's genius. Alex, I'm stealing that. I'm like, I'm not even gonna hide that right now. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh, is OBS acting up with YouTube again? I apologize on YouTube if it's dropping again. It's dropping frames again. I don't know if this is a YouTube thing that's happening lately, but I apologize if on YouTube I am dropping frames again. All right. If you're on Discord, I don't think there's any interruptions right now. I'm not sure what the issue is. There seems to be some weird blips, I think, with my internet lately, so it might just be that, so we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out at one point, I suppose. So let's see. So the next usable skill is Thousands Thunder. I'm checking where the... So it's the other... There's a lot of, like, thunder-looking tooltips, so it's hard to, like, distinguish. It's like, which one's this one? So let's see here. So it is... This one is a wind physical. Range 6 meters. It's a channeling skill. Thor will gain 2 lightning arcs per second. Each arc will randomly hit one enemy within 8-meter radius, dealing physical attack 2800% wind element physical damage every 1 second of channeling. An additional arc will spawn. Channeling at most 5 seconds. During channeling, you can move. Pressing the skill again will stop the channeling. So a lot of these skills too, like if you didn't have the runes, you could just like turn them on and off. So that's also an option. Okay, so that is this one. I'm trying not to lose my spot with these skills right now. So this one, as you can see, I can move. Mjolnir's doing its thing. It channels the arcs. And this you could just kind of keep going as well. And if I click it again, it just stops. You can see it just keeps channeling those arcs of thunder and all that kind of stuff. You see like the actual things happening as far as that goes. What's up, Puddle? How are you? Kemi says, I feel like it's OBS. I streamed on Discord without, and I didn't drop stream. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's just, I see like, it's just weird because like I see like a thing, I see an error on my YouTube studio, so I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I apologize on YouTube side. Let me actually go to the, check with my other dummies real quick. Something. My other, like, chaos dummy area. Because I use, like, these areas, I know in my videos, like, very often. Like, this one I had set up for some other, like, Fenrir stuff. I was doing showcases of one of Fenrir's skills. So you can kind of see how it chooses randomly a little bit. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Yeah, I'm just not hope like the YouTube stream drops, but just in case it does, I apologize. I don't know what's going on. All right. So that's how that one works, and that's a channeling. Like I don't even remember which one isn't a channeling skill. I'm gonna be honest with you. If Nesi gives you BCC, I don't know about that. I don't. That's not being advertised, so. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Wish you the best of luck in the future. I wish you luck in your future endeavors on that one. Let's see here. So he also has a skill called Holy Resonance. Another channeling skill, super surprise. Absorb lightning energy, restoring own state during the channeling period. Restore 10% max HP and SP. Reduce all class skill cooldown by 2 seconds. During the channeling, you can move, and pressing the skill again will stop the channeling. So like I said, a lot, like I would say most of these you just use as needed. And like I said, you can just shut them off and use them manually as far as technical skill goes. So that is that super duper like lightning nova kind of like damage, except it's green. Except it's green. It says holy, but it's just green. Okay, so that is this one. So as you can see, this is another channeling skill. So Mjolnir does its thing. So almost pretty much, as you can see already, majority of his skills, even his own support skills, end up doing damage because of the fact that it interacts with his core skill, essentially, as far as that goes. Which I found really interesting. I remember originally when I was trying him out that pretty much it's like whatever you do, you're just Mjolnir's like, I'm part of the party, guys. Yeah, runes are definitely super important. It's like, oh man, that's right. I forgot. But yeah, so you can see, you know, and then another press it again, and you know, you can move. And the thing too that's interesting is the fact that majority of stuff you can move anyway. Most channeling skills in the game currently, you know, you don't move. You know, usually you're just stuck there. So the fact that you can choose to turn them on and off on the fly as well, like if you even just manually use him, you know, it's kind of interesting, honestly. So we'll open up his skills. See, Thor is a gamer, like I said. Thor's a gamer. All these skills. He also has Storm Judgment. Thor will deal a one-time physical attack, 4,500 wind element physical damage for up to 10 enemies within a 12-meter radius. And visible enemies will be dealt an additional 100% of the damage, removing their invisible status and unable to enter invisible for 5 seconds. So Thor, I kind of mean this in the video that he is like anti-invis as well, which is kind of interesting because he basically punishes invisible enemies and also removes their invisibility status for a little bit of time. Like John says over on YouTube, the new class seems to be very strong. I mean, I think a lot of heroes are very strong within their niche. Now, one thing that a lot of people say also is that since Thor is being released after Elf on Live, Thor is at a PvP disadvantage. That could be true. I'm not a PvP pro, so but a lot of people say that Elf is already kind of a counter to Thor because of Elf's black hole is very strong, which it is. So I could say myself, for the global PvP season, I actually played 3 weeks as Elf. Not very well. I would say actually my third week was actually pretty good. Because I don't normally PvP as a DPS, but I actually did not Saint this season. So I did PvP as a DPS for fun, and I did choose Elf. Elf can definitely hold her own quite well, even just to counter and hold someone still, especially in a 1v1 situation from my experience. And it was actually pretty fun because at least for me, especially for PvP, like I enjoy the, you know, because normally I play support, so like I enjoy the kind of like control or keeping someone there. Like if I could take them down, great, but if I can stall the person at a node or stall a DPS to not make moves, I'm even happier. I mean, that's just my personal like thing with PvP. Like, you know, for me, like kills is one thing, but on my third week I actually did quite well because I changed my setup a little bit. I would like to do kind of like a PvP overview video, hopefully I get around to that, because I do record all my PvP matches still, so hopefully I can get around to sharing some highlights, because I think it was actually a really fun season to play as DPS for once. So that is something to think about. Is that that's something I see very often in others' opinions, that Elf is already a counter to Thor. So it's something to consider if you want to PvP with Thor, whether or not maybe in your regional meta, if Elf is very big there, to think about. So yeah, yeah, I don't normally DPS, but I would like to start doing that for sixes for fun. Because for me, I do sixes for fun. I don't really compete in sixes myself. Okay, so the last thing we were looking at was the Storm Judgment. So Storm Judgment, again, it's a one-time physical attack for up to 10 enemies within a 12-meter radius. So let's take, let me show you where that looks like on the tree real quick. Ba, 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 ba. It's this over here. It's like this thing. So now, since it says it can hit up to a bunch of enemies, I'm gonna go to my... Oh, see, Aramis came to play. Look, check it out. See? Thor will Uber anybody. see, I don't know why. I just come up with memes with Thor. I can't. I'm sorry. All right. So, so we're just gonna do boom. So that, oh my gosh. So that is like the judgment, which is just, I think it's its coolest looking skill in my opinion. That is definitely like the flashiest move. It's just like bam. I think my FPS drops pretty good there. Thor's about to be the next FPS dropper. Get ready. Oh, Alex is gonna be my support. Thank you, Alex. Yeah, Alex made a support cat and is doing very, very well. Very proud. It's fun to try different things, especially I think for PvPs. Alrighty. But it's really, really cool. So, you know, that's the thing, is that when you're overlapping, for instance, the channel skills and then this skill, you're just like bam, bam, you know, especially think about like invisible enemies that might be hiding. And this is a pretty wide range. 12 meters is pretty wide. I think I forgot. I remember doing the video for I know I memed it, but I was showcasing how large the range, like the range is really wide. So if you're in GVG especially, like it is a stronghold and a half. Like it is a very wide area when you really like scroll out and see. Like if I like even in the corner, like I'm barely missing them over there. It's a very wide range, honestly, when you really, really look at it. I'll go one more time. Like if I go into locked mode, where most people actually still play in, you know, especially for PvP and GVG, and I do this, maybe this visual will also help people. It's almost like screen wide. So it's a little scary. I think he's a little scary for the invis folks out there. Alrighty. So let's pull out the next infos. Lightning gravity. Okay. Let's see here. So at a specific location, spawn a lightning ball, pulling enemies to the center within 5-meter radius. Lightning bolt will last 5 seconds. Enemies who are pulled by the lightning ball will have their attack and casting range reduced by 60%. And movement speed is capped at 100%. Lasts 3 seconds. For every enemies who have charge, duration will increase by 1 second. So charge. I'm trying to remember what charge is. I think it had to do with one of his passives here. Where was charge? I think it's charge. It's like the first time we've seen charge mentioned. Right? Yeah, because it's not mentioned here. I'm trying to remember from the kit, but it says if they have the charge, which if you've noticed in the skills so far, sometimes they have like a little debuff on them, and I believe that is being affected. That's them being affected. It fluctuates, unstable. Okay, here it is. Yeah, so let's look at this passive really quickly. Supercharge. When Thor deals wind damage, when Thor deals wind element damage, enemies will have charge status. Charge can stack up to 5 times, lasting 10 seconds. If there's multiple enemies with charge status and close to each other, will become conductive. And every 5 seconds will lose self-luck times charge number times 50 HP and self-luck divided by 3 times charge number times 1 max SP. Charge HP loss will also be affected by unstable flow. So if you've noticed those HP loss numbers, that is what charge is doing. It is charge that is causing the HP loss. And he's dealing extra damage, basically doing that sort of thing. Yeah, charge is HP loss. As mentioned on the YouTube chat. Yeah, I just found it. I'm like, I know it's here. So it's his supercharge passive, which is, as you can see, you know, just based on just me hitting spells, it's, if we keep going and stacking the charge debuff, as it says, up to 5 times. So if we say this, for enemies who have charge, duration will increase by 1 second. You know, we start stacking a couple of things going on here. So the lightning gravity, which in my original video, there was a visual with the dummies being pulled, but I don't think that happens anymore. It doesn't happen anymore on CBT where it actually pulls the dummies. It didn't actually pull them permanently. I just kind of made a little fun of it. But they did fix it. But you could see the full visual of what it looks like right here. Also, a really cool visual effect, I have to say. So this is really good, in my opinion, for airship. You know, pulling everything into... You know, because currently we have Elf on live. Elf is able to pull things in 1 at a time, which if you're in airship groups, I know from my experience, Elf can pull in, like, for instance, the healers on top of the boss, and then they can die from, like, you know, cleave damage or the AoE damage that people are doing on the MVPs or the minis. You know, with this, you know, I think Thor is going to be maybe a little bit of a meta changer with just pulling everything in at once. Because this would be, it's just amazing utility, you know, in my opinion. I think in my opinion, if he doesn't make a strong standing in PvP, I think in PvE he might have a very like niche kind of spot with these kinds of skills going on, especially. Yeah, like Kemi says, like it's like a stronger dorm whirlpool. Yeah, that's one way to look at it, because it just kind of pulls everything in at once. And I know that's something my dorm friends are looking forward to, is that, you know, if everything is also pulled in at once, we get all the AoE in just one centric spot. You know, and that just helps the whole group. You know, and then, you know, he does like his other stuff. You know, he's channeling, he's doing his other shenanigans, he's putting HP loss. You know, he's stacking more and more damage. Now, a few people are worried because he does seem to have primarily wind damage. Now, he is based off of Nogu. Also, if you weren't aware, so like if you look on the tree, the multi-job tree, he is directly based off Nogu, which I actually forgot to even mention or discuss at the start. But yeah, so that's also why he is very heavily focused on the wind damage as well. Oh, thank you so much, Lizzie. Oh, Lizzie's gonna make some amazing eats, I know it. I know Lizzie had, I think you still have a post of like amazing food that you share with everybody, right? Oh my gosh. Make some good eats and enjoy them. Thank you so much, thank you so much. Imagine Thor with a UFO though, that'd be pretty funny. Yeah, exactly. Post-war, yeah, I just remember all the good eats. all the good yummy eats for sure. A UFO that shoots lightning. Yeah, basically. That's basically, you know, what he's gonna do. And so I think that's why he's gonna I think that's why he'll make it's sometimes hard to gauge where these heroes will be, but I definitely think he has strong utility with like, you know, the extra HP loss, the pull, the, you know, kind of shenanigans like that. You know, especially like, you know, if you think about it, even like an Oracle, there's some of those invisible mobs. I wonder if like he's a really good counter to those invisible mobs that everyone hates. Like, you know, like if he can like pull them out and even prevent their invisibility. It's those flowers. What is it? Geographer? No. Is it the other one? You know what I'm talking about though. In the upper floors, those flowers that always invis, and we're like, okay, which mob is still up because I want to move on to the next round of cards. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That's what I'm thinking about. Is I hope that works also in the PvE. The mobs that look like hell, yeah. It's the flora or something like that. But yeah. So let me see. So what else does he have for the active skills? Active skills. Okay. Let's take a peek. Okay, so we got that. Storm Barrier. Yeah, so he still has 2 more actives. So he has also Storm Barrier. This is a buff. Summon a storm to protect the self. Can absorb up to max HP times 30% damage. When Thor attack, will also convert 10% damage into a shield, stacking, and effect lasts 20 seconds. It cannot be dispelled. So this is also the second thing on Thor that cannot be dispelled, which is kind of interesting when you think about it. You know, it's kind of like, yeah, no, you can't dispel. And within the storm barrier duration, when enemies with charge is near to Thor, every second it will receive the supercharge effect. So that means that, you know, he has Storm Barrier on, and the supercharge effect stacks up even quicker with just stuff around him. So, you know, he's basically like he's just doing this thing. He's just doing his thing. So he also has a self shield. A bit, which is pretty dang good if you ask me. That is, what was it, this one? Yeah. Okay. Wait, was it that one? Oh my gosh. Let me look at the symbols again. No, it wasn't. No, it was the blue one. I'm sorry. Oh my god. They look too similar. Okay, it's this one. Okay, so this is Storm Barrier. I'm sorry. So this one is Storm Barrier. It's not a channel. It's not a channel. So you just activate it. It's just an automatic shield. And then, as you could see, I just kind of like supered my shield there to almost my full health. Now that we have the visual of the shields, you could actually see how much shield actually got stacked up there. And boom. Pretty much my whole HP bar, at least on these dummies, of course. It's, you know, we can't expect it to be as much in regular, like, PvE, especially with the limitations like we have in, like, CML and other spots like that, for example. But yeah, so it's just kind of like boom, and then you do other stuff. If we do this, even this one, we just keep stacking the shields with this channeled spell. Works with all his attacks, as far as that goes. So this is also like a really good one, and all that kind of stuff. Hey, what's up, Flyover on YouTube? How are you? Can't wait to use this class over in C. Yeah, C gets this on, I believe, the 26th is the release date. Global and EU get this tomorrow, if I remember correctly. We both get this tomorrow. So our maintenance is like much later tonight, and we expect Thor in the morning. So I'm still on CBT, but yeah, I still thought it might be nice to like overview his skills a little bit, maybe see if we got some runes, because I totally forgot, and then but at least, you know, have a little bit of a showcase of what he has to offer as far as everything goes. But because I still, like I said, I think he has, especially with the latest heroes, I think they have very niche kits, but I think that's kind of like a good thing because, you know, they do have maybe like very niche roles, but, you know, they could still be like fitting in somewhere and all that kind of stuff. So I'm pretty excited for him. I'm pretty excited to see him in the lineup. Like I was just showcasing this lightning gravity ball. Like I could see this working in airship really well. You know, pulling everything into a central spot for the entire party, even as just a utility. So I'm pretty excited to see, like, I'm pretty excited to see him in action, you know, as far as that goes. As far as that goes. That's the one thing I'm most excited to see when we get like these hero updates. Now he is a limited availability class, hero job class, so do keep that in mind if you're interested in him. Even if you don't work on him immediately and you're looking to still play with him later, you do want to unlock him within the 1 month time frame if you do have interest in building him eventually. So that is, I would say, one, I don't want to say drawback, but one thing to keep in mind if you were interested in him. So let's say, so I think we have one more active to take a look at. Ba, ba, ba. Whoop, that is the wrong window. Okay. We also have Million Thunder, which is a wind physical. Thor throws Mjolnir to a designated area, causing physical attack 4,800% wind element damage on enemies along the path. Using this skill again within 5 seconds, Thor will turn into a lightning bolt and rush towards the area of Mjolnir, max range of 25 meters, causing additional damage to enemies on the path. Mjolnir will detonate enemies with charge on the path. Excuse me. Every 1 stack of charge will deal additional one-time 50% damage HP loss. Mjolnir will remain on the ground and every second deal physical attack damage, 1600% wind element damage within a 4-meter radius. So this one is pretty cool. This one I think is pretty cool because it's kind of almost like a controllable, almost like a jump / teleport skill, but you do have to line it up where you want it. Where you want it. So let me close this really quickly and minimize this. Sora asks on Discord, is his card also a limited time craft or is it Forever and King Pouring? So it's Forever and King Pouring. There seems to be some confusion with that. Where it's there. The card isn't going away. There seems to be some confusion. The event that happened with the card, it seems like what they were offering is a reduced cost on the materials for a limited time while you craft it. Now, from the early CBT testing, I don't remember a reduced cost, but based on the Taiwanese notes or the Korean notes, I apologize, I forget exactly which notes it was, but I know notes are already out there. It was noted that there is like some kind of reduced cost for a month. So that seems to be what it was referring to. The card is there. So like, I actually showed that at the start of the stream, but I could show you really quickly to answer that question, to confirm it for everybody. Because I know there was a bit of a freak out. and I remember being confused because like I'm on CBT once a week and you know like I'll check King Pouring and I look at the craft and like it's right there and I'm like, what do you mean it's right there? It never went away. So like if I go to the craft, as you can see it's right here. It never went away. Thor has been on CBT for like 2-3 months now. You know, the materials are still the same. It's 5k Nolan's, Hillwind, Ragnarok Star, and Isostar. So you can prep these materials up now or later. It looks like when Thor's released, or what was it? No, we had the maintenance notes. And it looks like, I think, was Hellwind on a raid up coming up or something? I think Hellwind's on a raid up coming up. Like, really cool. Ba-ba-ba. If you're on YouTube, my OBS, like, disconnected, and it said it reconnected, so hopefully I'm back on the YouTube side. Is Thor card mandatory? Are there better cards to slot in? Thor card is considered very strong, even for other classes. As for OBS is the one messing up. You know what it is that I think, you know, I swear I think I saw something on their Twitter, and I have to double check to see if there's like an update or something. There might be like a bug fix, because I think you're right, Kemi. I have to double check on that. You know what? I wonder if there's like a beta update or something to maybe check into. I think that's what I'm thinking about. Because I think you might be 100%. Like, it's very bizarre. It's so weird. It's like, I haven't changed anything in like years, and it's like, why are you doing this, OBS? Why are you doing this? Alright, so let me double check what this skill looks like again really quickly. Okay, so it's this one. Alright, so you can see how far you can throw this 10 meters. Whatcha? Then you click it again, and whatcha? You turn into a lightning ball and do your thing. You could see the Mjolnir doing its thing as well. Boom. But you can also move away because you have up to 25-meter range to jump to it. So, but you only have that 10-meter range to throw it. So, you know, keep that in mind as far as that goes. So let's see. So maybe it might be easier to do it like from here to show. So, whoops. All right, well, that works. Whatcha? You can see like how far I am. Like that's much further than 10 meters. Like if we throw it, actually, I wonder if I can hit like all of them from there. Almost. But if I go this way, boom. Like you can actually go quite a ways. And you can see I'm dealing HP loss to all 4 of these guys. So you can kind of see a bit of how his kit works. He just wants to overlap as much damage as possible between his channeling and everything else. He just does a lot of stuff, and you want to do it like all at once. You basically want to overlap. I would say, if anything, his 4 out of 7 is 100% necessary. So we're going to overview what his thing was really quick. Again, with the Thor arrives. Why is it not showing? Oh, because I have to open the window. Where's my mouse? Oh, didn't this happen once before? I lost my mouse once. I remember once when streaming. You know what? And that was an OBS thing. Oh my god. Okay, that's fine. We'll figure this out. Okay, so Thor arrives because his number 1 says when Thor is using channeling skills, which a lot of his kit is channeling skills, Mjolnir is just attacking stuff. It randomly hits 1 enemy at a time for 3,500 wind physical damage within 8 meters. And Mjolnir just has bonus 100% hit. At level 4, when Thor is using channeling skills, you can use other non-channeling skills of his own class. I would say, at minimum, level 4 is necessary if you want to build Thor. 100%. 100%. Level 7, also, like, very necessary because of the interruption thing. If you're going to PvP with him, 7 is 100% necessary. If you're going to PvE with him, I would say, and you don't have 7, you have to be very careful and very mindful of where you are on the field and the monsters on the field. Otherwise, you know, level 4, 100% necessary, in my opinion. Like, minimum. Flyas, how many seconds does the hammer stay after throwing it? For Million Hammer, it stays for... Let's see. 5 question mark? No. Let me see. What does it say? No. If you use the jump within okay, so let's see. If you use the jump within 5 seconds, deal additional 1 time. Does it say? Throws Mjolnir to an area, causing damage on the path. Let's see. You can run to the area. You do damage along the path. Mjolnir will detonate enemies with charge on the path, and every 1 second charge will deal additional one-time HP loss. It says Mjolnir will remain on the ground and every second deal. I feel like it's not clear, but it seems like 5 seconds to me. I could be wrong, but and also, so we talked about Supercharge before with his passives. His other passives are also Unstable Flow. When Thor deals skill damage, it will fluctuate between 50 to 300%. Every 10 strength will increase the maximum limit by 1%, and every 10 luck will increase lower limit by 1%. So it seems like he really likes strength and luck. Elemental Sense increases Thor's wind elemental damage reduction by 30%. During storm barrier duration, all non-wind element damage received will be converted to wind element. So basically you definitely want like that up pretty much full time. Divine Power also, it says his weapon cannot be removed or broken. So he basically, I would say, like, as far as hero design, that kind of makes sense. It's like, yeah, you can't take Mjolnir away from me. So I would say that definitely makes a lot of sense. As far as that goes. All right, where is my mouse? You know what? I remember this was actually an OBS bug, so I'm laughing because we were discussing that OBS is a problem. Sorry, says God, do you Void now? Alright, good luck with Void. Get all your gold Mora, get all your relic shards that you need. Sorry, thank you so much for stopping by. I super duper appreciate it. Super duper appreciate it. Yeah, I think it's OBS acting up for sure. Oh my gosh. Now it's gonna drive me crazy. Because I can't close the source now. Let's see. I do remember this happening once before. Let's see here. It's not. Oh, okay, got it. All right, all right. So I'm not gonna be able to probably open up the spreadsheet again because I'm having issues with OBS now. But it is what it is. So we're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best. So we got a quick look at his skills. Now I don't have like a really min-max. So actually that helm card is like super wrong too. Do I have an available Walter is a really good question. I would say Walter for skill damage is probably a decent call. I totally forgot about that. Where are we? Okay, yeah, I have a couple. Alright, I'm just gonna throw Walter in there for now. Okay, so this is what I have currently on my Thor as kind of just a very quick setup I put up with what I have available on CBT. A little bit of stuff you can craft, a little bit of stuff that is ancient, stuff that is, you know, card gacha, etc., etc. You know, we have the, you know, and everything is physical based. The only thing is, for instance, the chest is for the extra wind elemental attack damage. And this is for PvE focus for this setup that I have on the screen right now. Money asks, what arcane runes are good for Thor PvP, PvE, Galaxy Cunning Blood? Oh my god. Honestly, I can never remember the names of these things for the new runes. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I have not committed to memory. What's other option for his weapon? I would say his class weapon. I mean, I can't, I mean, I'm not sure what... because his class weapon is really designed for him. His class weapon is and it's very much catered for him. Trying to remember the I'm just gonna read it. I can't play with the source with OBS right now because OBS is being mean to me. But so it's Dust End. It's attack plus 605, strength plus 8, luck plus 8, hit plus 50, wind damage plus 50. For every refine plus 1, ignore physical defense plus 1%. For every refine plus 1, physical pen plus 1%. For every refine plus 1, storm judgment damage plus 3%. When refine plus 5, wind damage plus 5%, refine plus 10, physical damage plus 5%, when refine 15, physical damage plus 5%. With the tiers, I wanted to show on the screen and then read them off. So it is attack plus 30, tier 2 is attack plus 30 and strength plus 1, tier 3 is attack plus 35 and luck plus 2. Tier 4 is attack plus 35, and when refined plus 15, skill damage plus 5%. And then the tier 5 is when using channeling skills, your movement speed is plus 15%. That is such a huge movement speed increase, and he is basically designed to always be using channeling skills. So he is kind of meant to be zooming around the field, you know, doing his wind damage as he's moving through the mobs. You know, so if you imagine he's dropping the lightning gravity ball, pulling everything in, channeling the wind damage, you know, his Mjolnir is going off like crazy. He does Storm Judgment, you know, weaving that in and out. It's all about weaving in these attacks and keeping the mobs together. So I would say, like, his weapon is 100% designed for him, you know. I can't think of what would be better in this case, honestly. And the crafting materials, the original craft for the Dark Finale version is Wraith Dust, Hypnotic Log, Little Red Riding Hood, Black Veil, and Zenny. And then for Synth, it's the Dark Finale fully tiered. It's a Vesser Axe tier 4, a Raging Hurricane, and then you got Glow Metals, Rag Cape Shards, Little Red Riding Hoods, Rotting Ropes, Hypnotic Logs, and of course Zenny for the Synth. But I think some people tested like with the Vesser axes and stuff like that, but I don't remember how those tests went. I mean, in my opinion, I think his weapon is 100% designed for him, especially with the extra wind. Like, everything in his kit is wind damage. So it's basically just stockpiling a lot of ignore physical defense that then you don't have to look for. It's stacking, you know, it's 15% off the bat, physical pen. You have, for every refine Storm Judgment damage, you know, 3% times 15. Or you have the Holgrahan deposit, that's 16. You know, that's what we have right now. If you have a Holgrahan in party, then that could be even more, right? Possibly, or I forget if he or if that only applies to him with the weapon, but you know what I'm saying. So I think, you know, it's a lot going on there to buff him up as it stands already. Honestly, so I can't think of what is better than stacking, because especially when it comes to like damage weights and everything like that, when you're looking for sources that you don't see elsewhere, certain things will way better for what's considered damage effectiveness. And when you don't have other sources of wind damage, now we do have, for instance, the wind face, which I decided to throw it on. I think it's a good option and very available for most, even till even today. It's an option some people, since it's not tradable, it's also an option for people to use their 15 voucher on. So a lot of people already have this, and so that's why I'm also wearing it on this setup right now, as far as that stands. This is a little like, this does have like some endgame cards though, as far as like the biobath goes. I kind of threw flute player card in there because I would probably prefer like an Edgar Star, but I kind of threw flute player card in there. But you could go, there's a couple of sheer options, I would say. Otherwise, there's skill damage, MVP damage in this setup for PvE right now. I don't really have a lot of shadow gear or phantom equipment gear because this is CBT and I don't have the resources. So I don't have the resources on CBT, so I don't have like a shadow equipment. So I mainly just have a main setup right now. As far as that goes. What's up, Saki? How are you? How goes it? And also, I apologize also to many on YouTube. I honestly don't recall what those runes are called, so I can't answer that question right now because I don't have that many brain cells for the mystery runes. But hopefully I could answer that at a later point in time. Not too bad. It's so fun. I haven't, it's so funny because it's been so long since I've played Thor, and I'm just like, oh yeah, he does this. It's been so long, I totally forgot I didn't have runes on this guy. I'm like, oh, no wonder I never made a video, I forgot. So, but even though I had 0 runes, like, I mean, the skills themselves, like, still do just absurd stuff. So, absurd stuff. As far as, like, that goes. In my opinion. I remember you only have 5 seconds, for instance, to do this, and that. So let's just see if we can get at least to a 4. Oh boy, my favorite runes. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I'm like, I do have the runes. I can't remember what, because runes are also very dependent if you need for PvE or PvP, and I don't remember. I would say for PvE there is the ones that's like if mobs are X amount yards away. Now there is the thing with movement speed, since he does get, for instance, the movement speed on his tier 5. I would say I would maybe consider that, because if you're always at max movement speed, that might be a good one, right? I'm trying to remember, that's only auto attack though. No, that might just be auto attack. Never mind. So that's why I can't remember these runes. Thor's gonna, yeah, I think Thor's gonna be fun. He's gonna be like niche, but I think he's gonna be just fun in his own like way. 100%. we need to have the girly sleepover time. Let me see. Do I even have any? Oh my gosh. What do I have? Hold on. I might even like have runes. Like I just haven't like. I don't know how to play this game. I don't know why people ask me questions. Honestly. Let's see. Alright, I have 2. We're off to a good start. Okay. Alright, so these are these both star? No, 1 S, 1 star. So that'll drive me crazy. That'll drive me a little nutty. When this stuff happens. Because I also don't have them, like, I don't have, like, the mystery runes set up on CBT. I remember just testing a couple of things and calling it a day. So... Alright, that's star, that's S. I'm trying to remember what I did recently. Do I even have any gold stars in inventory? I think I put them all in my storage. Oh no, I do have some stuff. Can't use it here. See if we can... No? Okay. That's fine. I don't know what it's saying. I always forget to use these. Every time there's a release, I always forget to use these. I think I can't even use these because these are for other jobs. Oh, is this the thing? No, that's a different... I think I got that for Fenrir. Did I get any other ones? Oh, what's this? I think I already have that. I think I rolled the exact same thing. Look, even the number is the same. Oh my god. Is this the same? Yo, it's literally the same rune. It's just trolling me. Unbelievable. Crazy. Crazy. Just another day for me. Just another day for me. Alright, so we're gonna see about these stars first really quick. I'm gonna just identify some stars. See if we got anything. Check stars first. I think that was the same one, right? Yeah, it was the same one that trolled me. Oh, is that a different one? No. Did I get two of them? No, it's the same one. It's the same one. It's the same one trolling me. That's what always does. Just another day in Runeland. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. I'll have to check my schedule for next month. Okay, so now I ran out of room. Okay, so now we gotta do the good old transform other stuff into Thor stuff. And then, you know, the things and the other stuff. Right, I gotta do that first. Okay. A lot of clicking, man. It's a lot. It's a lot of clicking when I just want some runes. Please hand me over my runes. See, what I need to do is I need to, like, lightning bolt gravity some RNG. Am I right? Am I right? Copium. Just by the 30 rune box, it's quicker. I mean, yeah, probably. It's just that I have so many runes, like, I basically just kind of turn them into the current class I'm working on, and then what I do is... Well, that's true, because then you'll just get that class's stuff. Maybe I'll do that, yeah. Oh my god. I'm already trolling myself. Easy troll self. But I think I already... Yeah, I think I already finished. Fenrir, right? So... It's so funny, because I'm also pretty excited about Fenrir, too, not gonna lie. I think Fenrir has some potential. I'm surprised some people don't seem that excited about it. I'm just like, I think he's pretty neat. I don't know. I think he's pretty cool. Oh my gosh. The scrolling. I think I have a bunch of those, what do you call it? Super rune value boxes, too. They're just in the bank. This might be one. I think this is literally the same one I have. The same one I have already. I think this is the same one I have already. Oh my god. I think I keep getting this literally the same rune. I'm getting literally the same rune. We'll do that. It's my life. These runes are just trolling. It's just another day in Runeland. That's not so bad because yeah, I could just get more on CBT. But not so easy on my global character. It's like, please. Although my elf I really lucked out on compared to some of the other ones I worked on last year, so I was pretty happy about that. So I'm back to saving life, to the saving runes, to the hoarding. As it goes. Because even with the super value boxes, there's still some clicking around. I don't recall exactly how many boxes I had gotten for my Nidhogg on live. Oh my gosh. It's like, dang, I actually had a lot to go through. I did this to myself. Let's see. We didn't need these Nogu runes. We have the Nogu New Game Plus. So it's fine, right? That's totally how it works. That is totally how it works. One more. Oh. Is this the same rune? I'm looking at it because it's like the same top line, isn't it? With like the 1 to 3. I'm like, what is this? Why is this happening? I'm gonna favorite this because at least this has like a silver star and a gold star. But like, really, I don't understand. I don't understand. Where are the other ones? Where are the other ones? I need the other ones. And then we'll see like what and you know, and it's funny because someone asked like can you read anything on CBT? And no, the answer is no. So like when I do my runes, I just match the colors and then I have no idea what I'm putting in there. If I'm actually doing like a full damage test, I will like go through the trouble of fixing them, but otherwise I will just match the colors and I'm just like, yep. That's a color match. I swear, I usually have someone else help me with the damage test 99% of the time. It's like red, yellow, and blue. That's what I can match. Is this the same thing again? Do you guys see this? It's literally the same rune. I think this is the only rune I can roll. I can't. I think this is the only rune I can roll. Oh my god. The name of the last 2 star runes have almost similar names. That's why Fly says on YouTube. Maybe. That's what also drives me crazy. That's why like I usually take a picture and I have to like hone in on, like, I look at the start of the name to try and figure out what I'm looking at. Let's see. Let's also do like some S runes. Oh, I have like 0 S runes. Alright, so I have to like actually either get the super rune boxes for the S runes, especially if I completely just don't get these other star runes. I'm gonna have to actually open up these super rune value boxes. Okay, we're almost at the end of these star runes, actually. Okay, let's go here. Start. Oh. See, this is different. You're right, it starts out similar, but you could tell the numbers are different, but I could tell all of the other ones are the same because it has that same number range. I have to differentiate them by the numbers. It's the only way I survive around here. with I'm just like, with the UI. I'm just like, oh my god. Help. Otherwise, I don't know what's happening. Help. I'm doing my best. Did I click? There we go. Hold on. UI. The client's lagging a little bit now. Hope so. Hopefully I don't DC that. That's gonna definitely be great. Hello. Am I DCing? Okay. So, yeah, that's what I figured. So this is an upgrade to the other one that I had before, right? Is it actually? Yeah, it is. Yeah, because this is 1.8 and the other one was that. So, we can replace this one. If we just go for star, if we just go for the star runes. Okay, here is the other one. And let's see here. Here? No. telling you. It's the same one. It's the same one. Yeah. Okay. So if I'm only missing one, that's actually okay because then I can just do the rune swapperoo. Rune swapperoo. The magic of runes. Okay. That's hella. Is it this one? That's Valkyrie. Okay. So not this one, because I rolled this one 50 times. Should be this other one that I'm missing. Yeah, and then we can just do this. And hope for the best. Let's do like a few at a time. Yeah, okay, see. Wow. Talk about the bare minimum. Anything that's not a Star Trek, yeah, no kidding. The only thing, yeah, like Kimmy's, the only thing is we can do the number. Talk about reaching the bare minimum, but it has the extra line, so I mean, I guess that's the thing. Yeah, like Ferris says, what star and not activate second line is like, oh my gosh, and it's crazy when it's like super gold, like top line too, and it's like, how dare you? How could you? Wow, I forgot to favorite it. Really bad. Now I have to find it. Oh, here we go. Alright, let's actually favorite it, so that way I don't lose it. There we go. Okay, so now we have the stars done. Okay. Alright. Alright, so let's do a couple of S. See if we got any really quickly. I think, is that the one that we have? Oh, this is the other one. I think this is gonna be my other, like, nemesis. I'm gonna re-roll this rune, like, 50 times. Actually, what am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Let's see. So let's at least mess around with the class a little bit. See? It's like, oh, yellow, nailed it. Because what I mainly do want to showcase really quickly is the, actually, no, let's do like another red, right? Red means more damage, right? See, I'm just like, oh man, colors? Easy. Okay. Okay, so right now we're at 5, so we have the 4 activated. So 4 means that when he's channeling, he can do his other skills. So at the very least, I wanted to show that. I really don't want to spend 90 minutes rolling runes, I'm sorry. I've been there. Oh my god. Actually, so one thing I want to work on is my relic video, but I have like 2 hours of footage. I'm like, well, I can't have a 2-hour video. So, anyway. So if we do this, you know, the point is the fact that now you can see I'm channeling and doing other stuff while channeling. So for example, we're going to do Storm Barrier, we're going to do the channel, and then I'm going to do his Storm's Judgment at the same time. You know, so now you can see compared to before, I can do these other skills. And his Mjolnir, meanwhile, is also going bananas. You know, and that's where you start overlapping his, you know, all his skills. And that, I think, is where his potential really comes into play. So, do I have any rituals for getting good runes, Nesi? No. I honestly, for rune, well, I mean, so if you watch my videos, I do things like go to my favorite maps and stuff like that. I do legitimately do that. Like, for instance, I'll go to the Moon Palace map. I'll go to that pretty sakura tree next to Amatsu, like the oh my god. You know what I'm talking about. It's literally in my branding. I do go to those maps a lot. No, not in Amat. The map, oh my god. What is it called? I'm losing my mind. I don't know what it's called. the silver sakura tree. The silver tree. That's like next to, is it called the wishing tree? I don't think it is, but it's called the sacred tree or something. Isn't that called like a sacred tree? But it brings you also, I think, to the Moon Palace map or something. Yeah, via the portal. Yeah, so like if you use that portal, you can go through to like different zones and stuff too. I do go to those zones a lot. I actually do go to those zones sometimes when I do stuff. Or like I did in my Valkyrie video, I went to the Moon Palace map. In some of my shorts, you see me by that map. Yeah, like actually when I did my relic, I think you will see once I someday get that done. I was in that tree map. So now that we have at least, but yeah. Those are like my personal rituals. I don't have any particular rituals like for runes, but those are like kind of just like my personal preferences. Or like I have the where is it? I know there's one here somewhere. Is there not one here? Wow, this account's terrible. I'm just kidding. The little moon pup, it's called. The little bunny on the moon also. I'll have that out also when I do certain stuff. Like that's like my favorite little like visual thing that I use in like my branding stuff because it's like my favorite stuff. So that's what I do. So but anyway, so now that I have the 5 out of 7, you can use other skills while he's channeling. So let's see here for a second. Can you do 2 channeling skills? Can you channel and channel? That's a pretty good question. So we do this channeling skill. Can I channel this at the same time? No, okay. So you can't channel 2 channeling skills at once, but you can do the other like non-channel skill at the same time. So like this is a channeling skill. You set up your storm barrier and then you can start putting your shield up. You can do the storm's judgment at the same time. You can put down this thing while you're channeling to pull stuff in while you're doing other stuff. You can channel your heal and then you can meanwhile do that kind of stuff, go into the action, boom. So I think that is the strongest part of his kit personally. You know, and I think it's going to take, you know, it's going to take time for some people to learn that mechanically of when to do what when for him, in my opinion. So let's see, this was, oh yeah, this was also the other buff. This was also his other buff to also increase his wind damage and stuff. You know, you do that at the same time. Set up the hammer right after, go into the action, also deal damage. He just does a lot of burst damage at once. I think between him and also Fenrir coming out, I feel Fenrir has a lot of burst damage potential. You know, they're just very, very bursty kind of classes. Imagine starting the channel and then... Does it work? Oh no, did I run out of time? Let me see something. Actually. Let's see, storm barrier. Let me throw this. Start the channel. Okay, so I wasn't able to jump. So, okay, so for the jump, it looks like you might have to decide to jump before doing a different skill. What I wanted to try was starting the channel and then jumping to see if you could, like, you know, be like a really big hassle when you get to your target. But it doesn't look like, at least here on CBT, that idea worked. But we'll see if it works on live. You know, it's going to take time for people to get used to him and see his potential, in my opinion. But I like him. I think especially with his movement, too. So what I think is kind of cool, like also, I kind of wonder, like, for me, I see his potential a lot in airship. I think also with his thing, like, imagine you have stings and he can just, like, jump ahead to jump towards something like stings. And I kind of wonder if this will stop stings. Or at least, like, pull them back and save the group a little bit, especially if the stings is at the door. So that's an idea. Like, these are my PvE ideas. Does it work? I don't know. I'm really not too sure. But those are things I think about when I think of Thor and his potential in PvE. And where I feel his niche is going to be in particular. Like I mentioned a little earlier in the stream, a lot of people are a little worried about him in PvP, especially with Elf already released. Because Elf and Elf's Black Hole, since he does have buffs that say cannot be dispelled. The problem with Elf is that she kind of says, well, I don't care if stuff can't be dispelled because my black hole kind of removes stuff anyway, so I'm not too sure or positive on that front 100%. If she still removes a couple of things, so do keep that in mind if that is why she is such a strong counter. I usually like queuing from stuff from, like, a regular outside map, so. Let's see here. So, I'm just gonna mess around really quickly. I know I am never a really good source for these. What is the affixes this week? Is that, like, plague? Let's see, what is this? Every time you are hit a poisonous mist. Yeah, this is, what's the other one? Deduct a certain amount of SP. Oh, that's annoying. That's a little annoying. I might be able to do, like, a low level one or something. Just to kind of, like, pull stuff together really quickly. Let's see. Low D. Oh my god, a low-level Seed and Witch of Calamity. Wolf Grant. What are these lineups? This one might be okay. Just to kind of jump in there for, like, a second. It's like, I kind of don't want to be in airship for, like, an hour if possible. This 6 actually doesn't look too awful. It's not the worst I've seen, although snake organs might be a little annoying, question mark. Well, we'll take a peek. Let's take a peek really quick. We're gonna look at 6, if not, we'll look at 2. Because I don't trust myself. I'm brave. I mean, it's because I'm on CBT, so. Listen, I just stuff all the time when I'm on stream. I'm like, whatever. It's like, this is fine. Whatever. I don't mind embarrassing myself for like 5 seconds. So you can see here, oops. So even if I'm just showcasing like his skills a little bit, oh, so you can kind of see like the supercharged stuff happening. I'm just trying to keep stuff happening. Even if I don't kill stuff because of like the debuffs or wherever else. I kind of just want to see like... This is his heal. You know, I just want to show you that like he could just pull stuff in. Like even though if I'm not killing stuff, like I'm not dying either. Even if I just stand here healing myself. Oh, you know what? So you see, I think I'm getting interrupted because I don't have the 7 though. I would say that's like my issue right now too. That's probably the thing though. I probably definitely can't solo this because I don't have 7. Oh, what the heck? This is new. Hey, look at this new visual. Hey, it's goblins. Oh, how cute. Wow, that was a nice surprise. See, it was worth checking out. Uh-oh. Come on, Devine, we gotta blow this joint. Let's go. I wonder if that means there's a Stings icon. Oh my god, I hope so. We need that. I actually kind of like that. Yeah, I just remembered because I don't have the 7. I'm not gonna be able to solo, especially even a 6. I could probably do maybe like an Oracle or something. But yeah, I'm gonna get interrupted with my channel. But you can kind of see the idea of his kit and what I have in mind with his kit with pulling everything around. I think he's really good like utility in that case for the party, especially in airship. Goblin icon are in live. I've never seen a goblin icon in my life. I've never seen that on global. Are you serious? Is that like a C thing? What? What? You just blew my mind. I've never seen that. Legitimately. Have you always had that? I want an airship refund. Global? No, we don't. I've never seen that. I have never seen a global icon. Or goblin icon. What? No, there isn't. I don't believe that for a second. Kill so fast? No, because we usually kill the goblins between waves. So goblins usually stay at the furnace. I've never seen it. Like I'm not joking. That's weird. Huh. I've never seen that. I want my refund. Let me see. I wonder if I can do it too or not. Maybe get a little further in it too. Just take a quick look. I gotta ask around. Alright, let's see. Because I mean I've like videos. I have like videos. I'm just like, no, I've never seen that thing. New job, yeah. So Thor is being released on global and EU tomorrow. So we just went over kind of the kit. I have some runes on him. I don't have him fully runed out. I have kind of like a very basic PvE setup for him. It's not 100% optimized, but you know, he is a physical wind user. I also don't, I'm not even like wearing food and stuff too. So since we did like go over everything already, so we're just gonna do a quick anti-death. Keep in mind only 1 procs per pull. I'm just gonna do this one. BCC top off today. I mean, that's up to you. Actually, they have a promo going on, right? For the rest of the month, I think per region. Check your region. They send out an in-game mail So I would say check for the promo in your region for when that's going live. If you do plan to top up, and see which options you have that for. This is CBT, yeah. I'm on CBT right now. Global and EU have maintenance. I'm not sure if EU already has maintenance going on, but Global won't have maintenance for like another couple of hours right now. So right now I'm still on the CBT server. So we're gonna do Storm Barrier. We're gonna pull the mobs in, channel, and then do a lot of burst. So yeah, for the 2 we can do this pretty well. Boom. Yeah, so 2 I can handle, so I can kind of show you the kit, I think, a little better in this too. Do that. Maybe I'll save that one for later or whatever. Doesn't really matter. I'm not in a rush. So yeah, I'm on the testing server right now to showcase Thor right now, since it's not released yet. Ba -ba -da -ba -ba. This will be a couple of seconds. So, as it comes up, I'm going to do Storm Barrier again, which is going to help give me a shield. I'm going to pull in all the mobs. We're going to channel. I'm going to do the Storm's Judgment to get that burst damage in. I can do the hammer. I can move away. I can also move in. Boom. Stuff like that. Since this is the second round, I'm going to do this one. This one's not up. I don't think I can... Let's see. I think it reaches. Oh, actually just pretty good burst. Does that reach? Oh, that reaches. Oh, what? Did it go away? What just happened? Bye. What the heck? Alright, Storm. We're gonna pull stuff in. We're gonna do the channel. We're gonna do the judgment. We're gonna do the hammer. I can move away, showcase that, do extra damage there. I can do that for healing myself. Whoops. They pushed me. Whoop. Pull in. New mobs. Wave. We're gonna channel. Attack. That's fine. It's the third wave, so there's extra the MVPs and stuff. But you get an idea of kind of his kit. You know what I'm saying? Like what I envision with his kit and what's going on with the channel, comboing the channel skills and the non-channel skills, and also especially pulling in those mobs. Like if you envision that in a party play situation, like I see a lot of potential with him just prepping everything in one spot for the entire party. The cooldown, I think the cooldown is just kind of whatever. Physical strength, yeah. So his stats are based off strength and also luck based off his passives. Which website you can check? They have a thing. They have a promo going on. Let me actually grab. Let me see. They had an announcement. I think it's a game announcement. 1 second. Let's see. Okay, so I think they have, excuse me, they have the global recharge event. Okay, yeah, so currently they have the global recharge event. So I would say if you're on global, they have one going on right now until the end of the month. It looks like. So this is the global recharge event, which I'm linking in Discord to answer your question. And I would say keep an eye out if they announce one for C in the game announcements, if that's what you're looking for. Thor should be expected to be 98 BCC. Let's also take a look at, let's see, game announcements, the global patch notes really quickly. Does it say here? Purchasing. Okay, so it doesn't say in the notes the price, but if it keeps the price from CBT, I believe it was 98 BCC. So it's not even like, you know, 300, no, 98. No. No, it is not 300 BCC. No, it's not like an actual collab job, but it is like a special limited hero job. However, yeah, 98 BCC. That's what we're expecting the price to be. Elf was 5. No, Elf was 300. Elf was 10 rolls. Elf was a typical collab job. Job will expire, yes. So on CBT, yeah, the job will be available for 1 month, and it does say on the patch notes. Did I keep the patch notes open? Yes. Let me grab this. So I'm going to link the global notes here. So the global notes are right there. So it does say limited time unlock right on it, by the way. Like it says right at the top. Limited time unlock available after the maintenance until March 22nd. So even if you don't want to work on him right away, I would say, but if you want to work on him later, you only have 1 month to unlock him. So do keep this in mind. So many job weapons. I've not done a 15 refine. They did just have well, in global we just had our anniversary event. So we did have the opportunity to get the vouchers for the left side gear, which a lot of people and a lot of friends I know used for phantom equipment, you know, shadow equipment stuff. Primarily, you know, every month we do have, for example, in the monthly event store, you have a +10 coupon for your ancient equipment, which is at a pretty reasonable price for the event currency monthly. So even if you're a new player, you know, you can kind of catch up on equipment at any time. Not really a big deal. For the weapon, he does have his own class weapon. So you can always, you know, try and craft it, refine it there. There will also be the weapon boxes available, the super value rune boxes available. So I do have this screen for Fenrir. It's going to be a similar screen like this, but for Thor. We will have these rune boxes available. We will have these bonuses or similar bonuses available if you do get the runes done within a limited amount of time, but it's not 100% necessary. It's just a bonus. As long as you have him unlocked, you can work on him later. So, you know, you do have that option there. So don't feel rushed. The only thing you do have to do within a limited amount of time is unlock him. Everything else you can grab later. The other limited events that come with Thor will be things such as his mount, which if we get the same events that release on CBT, his 2-player mount was in a box, which works like this, and it looks like this, which every time you use it, you get a random fan favorite NPC. Randomly. When you dismount, it has a special animation, which is kind of nice. It's kind of fun. And then if you want to use the single player mount instead, the single player mount, which looks like this, has a little bit more of a smaller motorcycle look to it. A little more compact. It's a compact motorcycle. It's a 1-seater. Then this one came from a wheel, which the upcoming wheel would have the Walter and Incantation Samurai on it is the expected MVP cards available from the Rainbow Pouring shop. Can clear weeklies? I hope so. Yeah, the bike is pretty cool. I hope so. I hope around 70 and 60. I mean, sir, you know, I've had guildies that have been that lucky on different heroes. It's really hard to say. I have never collabed or spoken with Miss Maven myself. But Miss Maven did put up a PvE video for Thor, if you want to check that out, for a PvE build. if you want to check that out. That was put out earlier today. So if you want an idea on cards and a build, her video is available to look at that. You know, my stream today was about mainly overviewing the skills, you know, showcasing them a bit and talking a little bit about where I find his niche and, you know, my opinion a bit as far as that goes. But yeah, I've had some guildies that were like super lucky on runes, and like I have been super lucky / unlucky sometimes on runes, so it's really hard to say. Oh, thank you very much, Kat. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, it's mainly what I wanted to showcase a bit with Thor today. You know, give you an idea of what to expect with him, you know, what I've kind of seen in the community, some opinions I've seen, as far as that goes. And there was a bit also of a Q&A. I hope I hope everyone's really lucky. Hope bless everybody today. Nesi bless. There was also a Q&A earlier today about Thor, also in regards, which let me copy paste this also really quick for everybody. So I can, so you know that this is also so I can only share this on the Discord side because there's a thing here. Thank you so much, Kemi. Thank you. Am I Chinese? No. I cannot read anything whatsoever. So the Q&A said, are we allowed to use Thor during 6v6? For global, the ongoing season 15, we can use Thor during the week 4, which is this Saturday, but we cannot use it for the cup tournament. So Thor will be banned for our cup tournament, which is March 2nd. For C season 16 and for EU season 17, those regions will be able to use Thor throughout the season and your cup tournament for your scheduled upcoming tournaments and your weekly sixes. Does the upcoming 6v6 cross server affect the current season as well? Because that was something in the current patch notes for February. For global, the mentioned 6v6 cross server in global will only affect next season. It will not be in effect for this week. For EU, it does not apply, and for C, it will only be available in the March patch notes, and it will not be in effect for the direct next season 16. So that is something that could be happening in the future, however, so do keep that in mind. So time for you to work, yeah. It's also time for me to go grab a snack and wrap things up. But I really hope that everyone enjoyed checking out a little bit about Thor today, and you learned a little bit about him. You know, got at least an idea of what he's about. If you ever have any questions, or if you're someone that is catching the VOD, you know, this live stream VOD later, feel free to drop any questions in the comments on YouTube. This is also over on YouTube side on my channel. So if you ever want to refer to anything again, you can also check, recheck the VOD back there as far as that goes. But, you know, I do want to appreciate everyone stopping by and your questions and all that stuff, you know. Let's grab some coffee. I just have to finish my coffee. I don't think I've had a sip of. I think I've just been talking for 2 hours. It's one of those days. I'm just like, oh, we're talking about Thor today. But I am pretty excited to see him. I'm pretty excited to see him finally make it to live. So I'm pretty excited. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed the sneak peek, and I hope everyone enjoys him, and all that good stuff, I do also have an upcoming stream, again, also this week, that I would like to share the YouTube waiting room with. So let me share it over on Discord and also on YouTube. So upcoming stream. This is going to be in 2 days. I have my birthday celebration stream. So if you're able to make it, great. And if not, that's okay too. But I just want to let everyone know we're going to have a little bit of fun, a little bit of just, you know, it might just be like an hour and a half kind of fun. If you can drop by, and you know, we'll just have some fun with it. Code, I only have global codes for some mini games to host on the Friday stream. I do not have available for other regions. So it'll be yeah, so that is the YouTube waiting stream. So if you want to be notified, head over to YouTube, click the notification bell, so that way it will notify you, and all that kind of stuff. Thank you so much. Yeah, my actual birthday was a little earlier this month, but I'm finally hosting my birthday stream. But I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So but thank you so much, everybody. So I'm gonna head off Discord first. So thank you so much, everybody on Discord, for joining me today, and all that fun stuff. Thank you so much for your questions and joining me and your feedback and everything. As always, I really appreciate it. Young, yeah. Oh my god. My back wishes. Anyway. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much, as always, everybody. Okay, so I just ended the Discord side. Okay, so let me check out OBS really quickly, because I'm not sure why I keep getting blips over on the YouTube side. It looks stable right now, but it looks like, ooh, is it stable? Maybe not. I don't know. I apologize if this keeps happening on the YouTube side. It's gonna have to be something I look into, or it could just be OBS. I'm gonna see if there's any OBS. So OBS, I know I think I just keep saying that. OBS is the software I use for streaming. And it's very common for a lot of us streamers to use for streaming. So I'm not sure there's any issues with it. I'm gonna look into that and see, because I think this is the third time that I've had like issues. So let me look into that and see if there's any improvements that I can make on my side for next time. But thank you so much for everybody on YouTube to also join me today and all that good stuff. I really appreciate you. And all of that. But yeah, if you have any questions that maybe you forgot to ask during the stream, feel free to drop it in the comments, as always. And I appreciate you know, everyone stopping by. I appreciate the interactions. I do see the little hearts on the chat over on the side and everything. Even if you don't you know, drop any questions, I do see your interactions in the chat. So thank you so very much, as always. Thank you for subscribing or stopping by, your views, your support, as always. So thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to head off for the night. And I hope you all take care of yourselves. And I hope you all enjoy Thor. By the time probably do... Well, actually, no, never mind. I'm going to do my next stream on Friday. So let me actually share that also in this chat as well, really quickly, before we head off. Let's see, this Friday. And yeah, so that'll be my next stream this week. And hopefully I'll see you there. If not, that's okay. Like I said earlier, but hopefully I'll see you there. And if not, maybe I'll see you all in the next video. Take care of yourselves.